Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. I know it's been a hot minute since I've recorded a video, and especially a video doing any kind of makeup. But I got this for my birthday yesterday, and I didn't even know this palette was out. And it's the Too Faced, the collaboration, the Mariale, I think it's Marielle. I don't know. Marielle or Marielle. I think it's Marielle, and it's the Amor Caliente palette. I'm super excited to use this palette. I wanted to play with it last night, but obviously it was too late. So I thought I'm gonna try this palette out and do it on camera so that you guys can see how the colors blend and just what they look like, actually look like, not after the fact. I wanted to show you guys, and I was really excited to dig into it and play with some colors. So if you want to see how I got this eye look, not so much a tutorial, but just how I got this look and cheek look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so let's just get started with this palette. This is the I don't want to mispronounce her name, but it's Mariale or Mariale. And this is the Amor Caliente palette. It's an eyeshadow and cheek pressed pigment palette. It's the box is just so pretty. I mean, it's just gorgeous, and that's her on the back. She's a YouTube influencer, and the palette itself is gorgeous. It's got like hearts like right in on the by the mirror, and then these are the shades. That pink one right here is actually for your cheeks, so it's a cheek only shade, and I'm assuming it's cheek only because it's so pigmented and so bright that it would probably stain your eyelids. I didn't try it, but I'm gonna just guess that it's just specifically for your cheeks. I am gonna try it just for video's sake to see what kind of a shade. It's pretty bright, like that's super pigmented. Now it does come with a nice mirror, so I'm gonna utilize the mirror. I don't remember seeing, I didn't even know this palette was out. And so let me just quickly run over the shades with you, because they're so cool. It's like a friendship palette. It was inspired for like real true friendships and just spiciness. But this one is Love Me Chancla. If you don't know what a chancla is, it's a Mexican Mexican name for a sandal, like a house shoe or a slipper. And there's a Frenchie, Santa Monica. Now this Amorcito, I should have looked it up and see. Well, let me see. I think it says on here. Now the shade Amorcito is the pressed pigment designed for your cheeks only. All shade names were inspired by the most important things in Mariela's life. A palette that's truly full of armor just for you. It's paraben free, cruelty free, and so yeah, so all these shades have meaning. It's just it basically says own your own palette with this spicy limited edition palette developed with superstar beauty influencer and Too Faced BFF Mariela. I'm probably butchering her name. So yeah, so the shades are Love Me, Donut, and let's see, that's the only two it says on there. I just don't want to go through the whole list. So Chica, Donut, Senorita, Hot and Spicy, Slice, and Chili. There's also a Pantera, which is Pantera, and it's like a shimmer, like a gold shimmery right there, that middle one. So anyway, let's go ahead and just create a look. I did do my foundation first, which probably wasn't a good idea for this palette, but we're going to just, give it a whirl I'm just excited to try it. Like, I just couldn't wait. I got this for my birthday yesterday. It was my birthday. So I'm going to go in with I'm going to use this Love Me for the transition shade. Little bit of fallout, no big deal. You guys know I don't really care about fallout. I'm just going all over the lid with that shade. It's kind of like a skin tone. Like a skin tone shade. I think it's really good for a trend. It's like the perfect transition shade. So I know it's been a while since I've done anything with makeup, makeup related, I should say. But when I got this palette, I'm like, I need to do a on-camera review of this palette. It's been a while since I've actually got a high-end palette. It's probably been a few months, I know. At least I think it might have even been like around last Christmas. I mean, I've picked up palettes here and there, but as far as a high-end palette, I don't remember the last high-end palette that I got. I did pick up like some Juvia's Place palettes. Those are like drugstore, borderline in between drugstore and high-end. Now I'm going to go in with Frenchie, using that same brush, and just go all the way across through the crease of my eye. I do have to say right off the bat that these shadows blend pretty effortlessly and they're not patchy so far. I have to try to remember because I'm just going to do one eye and then go off camera and do the other eye. So I have to try to remember in what order I went, but they blend really nice so far with the shades that I've tried so far. Just gonna kind of blend those two together. I do want to use as many shadows in this palette as I can. So this is a limited edition, obviously, I just said that. I don't know exactly when the palette came out, but like I said, again, it's fairly new and I haven't really been to Sephora or to Ulta in a while, in store, just with everything with the pandemic and stuff. I'm going to go in with, is that Senorita? Yeah. It's kind of like a rose, like a dusty rose. I'm just going to go right on the outer part of my eye, trying not to get any of the fallout on my skin under my eye. That's pretty. It's a pretty subtle, but I am building it up, so, and I just took that on the outer V. And then I'm gonna like go top of that with, I think I wanna go with this Chica. It's kind of like a burnt orange. I know it doesn't really go with like the color 1, 2, 3, 4 to keep and remember which colors I'm using. And I'm just gonna go right over that with this Chica and just try to build up that outer part of my eye. I'm gonna take that first brush and not putting any additional product on it and just blending them all together. Just like taking those sharp edges off there. I really like how these shadows blend, and they're super pigmented. I don't know if you can see like how they just like blend, like they just blended together. They're not like really dry and they're not like super creamy, but they're like in the middle. Okay, now I'm gonna go in even deeper with this hot and spicy. I wonder if the hot and spicy was inspired by the hot and spicy from McDonald's. Now I'm just gonna tap that over all those other colors because that's what we're doing, we're building. Ooh, look at that. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's super, super pigmented. It just looks so pretty with all those shades underneath because it kind of looks a little bit like, with the colors peeking through on the sides, it kind of looks like a sunset. Going back with that first brush and just blending those together. So I went with that hot and spicy. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shades. Now I think what I'm going to do is go in with a little bit of concealer, and actually I'm going to use the Cut Crease Canvas from, sorry, my little tablet is making some noise. So this is actual cutting your crease. This is the Makeup Revolution. I think I've showed you guys this before, and I'm going to just not so much cut my crease, but just kind of add a little bit of something for the shimmer to pick up the shimmer a little bit easier. And I'm just taking it all the way, kind of right to the middle, but not all the way over. And then just kind of work it right up in there. And then I'm going to take this shade called Chili, this one on the end, right there. I'm going to take that shade with my finger. I don't know if I really want to do that. Do I want to do that? Because that's like too red. I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm going to go in with this Santa Monica, and this is a little bit lighter. We'll just try it and see. I might have to go up top of it with a shade a little bit lighter, but I'm just going to take my ring finger and just tap that on. That's really pretty. I love this. So far the shades that I've used, and I've used like what, 6 shades already, and they're super pigmented, and this shimmer is really creamy, by the way. Like, it's really creamy. It's like super, I don't know, smooth, soft. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that hot and spicy, just a tiny bit of it, just tap some of that off of it because I just want a tiny bit, and I'm gonna go right here on the inner part of my eye and just kind of like darken that up a little, just to give kind of the illusion that it's like a faux cut crease kind of. Although I did cut it a little bit, I didn't go like completely in that shape, but I think that looks pretty. Just darkening the outer and the inner, and then just like working it back and forth. so pretty. I'm going to go back in with this Frenchy peachy shade, and I'm going to just go back up here and just put that shade back, because it tends to get lost when you start adding layers, and once you put that transition shade down and you start working down here, the colors tend to get lost, or the transition shade gets lost, and it just puts it right back. I think that's so pretty. I'm gonna finish the other eye, and then I'm gonna pop on some lashes, but I just wanted to show you guys, like, on camera, trying out this palette. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I used 7 shades out of this palette. That was really fast, but let me finish off the other eye and put some lashes on so you guys can see the full effect. So that's what it looks like with lashes. I think it's really pretty. It's a really pretty palette. I really like this palette. It's $42, I believe it retails for, which is pretty average for like the Anastasia palettes. But I do have several Too Faced palettes, and this has to be like one of my favorite ones just as far as the formula goes. It was just really easy to work with, and I mean, you saw I put them on like nothing, like they just went on really quick, and I didn't have to like do a whole lot of blending. I'm gonna put a little bit under my lash line with, what shade am I going to use, because I kind of want it to blend in with what I have going on up here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and hit it with that Hot and Spicy, just right under my lash line, kind of work it up towards the outer V, just flicking it. I think that really like amps up the game, the eye game. Just kind of completes. I just think it looks complete with this color underneath my lower lash line. I didn't take it all the way over like to the inner part, because I think that's like too heavy for my eyes, because my eyes are so like droopy anyway. But I think that looks really pretty. I might take a little bit of that Santa Monica shade that I put on the center of my lid, and I'm going to just put that like on the inner part of my eye, the inner third, kind of meet that Hot and Spicy halfway. That looks really pretty. What am I going to put on my inner corner? I am going to put just a little something on the inner corner. I don't really have my highlighters over here for some reason. I put it away. I don't know why. I'm going to go in with this these glow drops by the Beauty Shop. And I'm just going to take this little pencil brush and just put this in my inner corner, just to kind of give it a little pop. Take a tiny bit of what's left on my brow bone. And I'm not going to put any mascara on my lower lash line, just because I don't want it to droop. Like I said, my eyes already, the camera's crooked. Been crooked all this time, sorry about that. I don't want to drag my lashes any lower. I really just wanted to try this palette out. Obviously I'm going to do more looks with it, but I wanted to just kind of show you guys, review it on camera in real time. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna put on some lip balm because my eye's kind of bold. So I'm gonna go in with my Bath & Body 24 night balm, 24-hour night balm. This is my favorite because I use this all day long. I go through tubes of this. If you guys know me, I have a stock of these. Like, I have these ones, and then I have the other ones that they have. They're all minty. This one doesn't have a mint to it. It has a little bit of a sweetness to it, but not a mint. Not that that has anything to do with my eye look. So I'm going to just set my makeup, and I think I'm going to use my Smashbox setting mist. I hardly ever use this one. I always reach for my Urban Decay, or the one I reach for the most is my Tarte Ready Set Radiant. This is my favorite one, and it smells amazing. It reminds me a lot of Tatcha products, the Tatcha sprays. Like, I have the Glow Mist or the Dew Mist. What is that one that I have? This one, it reminds me a lot of this Luminous Dew Mist. Yeah, it smells amazing, and that's what that one reminds me of. It has a similar scent, and it's really soft and lightweight. And this one's good too. This locks in your, it's weightless setting spray. But if I really want to lock it on, I'll use my Urban Decay All Nighter. Like, this is the Ride or Die one, where, you know, it's kind of like your holy grail. But this one has a real fine mist, and it has a light scent. It's not like super intense. I like to set my eyes. I see a lot of girls cover their eyes when they do when they're setting their makeup, but I like to set my eyes so that my eyeshadows and my eyebrows and none of that bleeds or, you know, starts to crease. Like, I really like to do that personally, personal preference. So there you have it, guys. This is the Mariale. You get the picture. You can pronounce it however. Amor Caliente. So this is definitely worth $42. So go ahead and go buy it. It's a limited edition, so I don't know how much longer it's going to be out, but it's definitely worth every penny of it. So thank you guys so much for watching. My videos are few and far between, but yeah, I just do them when I can and when I have the energy, and I can't really say when I'm gonna do them and when I'm not. I already know I had a couple videos that I said I was gonna do. I still have the products to do them. It's just finding the time and, you know, good days and bad days. So I get on when I can. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, if you found it helpful, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. Oh my gosh, I forgot to do the blush with this Amorcito, that pink one right there. I forgot to do the blush. I was like, what did I miss? I missed something, and it was that. So I am going to try to put some of that. I'm trying to find a brush that is not going to be too dense, because I don't want to pick a whole lot of it up. I think I'm going to use this brush. Doesn't have a name, but it's just really, really fluffy. And I'm going to just tap into that. I don't know. I'm going to put some on my hand. So here goes. Here goes nothing. No, I just put the smallest amount because it's like super, it's like fuchsia. But that's really pretty. It looks really intense in the pan, but as you can see, and I'm just blending it up with my highlight. That's really pretty. I actually really, really like that. And I'm really picky about my blushes. Like, I have a shit ton of blushes. But I'm very picky because sometimes they just don't, you know, I look a little clownish. Um, but this is really pretty because it's fuchsia, but it almost goes on like a coral, like a mauve coral type. Um, I've been using these blushes. I picked up a couple of these Profusion blushes. They're actually really pretty. There's a little shimmer to them, but they're real subtle. But I really like this blush. It's super pretty. Am I right? It's like really soft and not too like in your face. But anyway, there's the blush. So sorry I left that out. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.